Actually, Silver, if you could, try clicking on that link on the screen there and see if you can get in here. Because that would be a help to me figuring out if this actually works or not, you know? I've never done, well, I've never had anyone like call in except for a porn bomber, so you know what I mean. And if you porn bomb me, Silver, I swear to God. No, oh, I didn't? I thought it was on the screen. You can't see it on the screen there? StreamYard, whatever. Oh, I get you. You can see it, but you can't, like, you're not going to type the whole thing out. I get you. I get you. Hang on, man. I got it. It's under control. We got you. I'm a newbie, so fucking give me a little slack, will you? Chill out, everybody. My God. The hate is palpable. Palpable hate. Oh, you hear that fucking bird chirping in the background? That means he wants to go to bed. But he has to have his medicine in like 10 minutes, so. Whoa, I heard a beep. What does that mean? Somebody trying to get in there? Oh, there she is. I see her. Hey,
Hello.
what's up?
Not much. You kept saying to click on the screen. I'm like, you can't. You can't click on the screen.
Well, you taught me a valuable lesson.
Yeah, you have to drop the link into chat, and
No
then
wonder, no wonder I
it'll
haven't been getting porn bombed.
yeah. And no, I don't porn bomb. I've never porn bombed anybody.
I know,
Nobody. I
I
would
know.
never do that.
I trust you.
I should. You should, because I'm probably the most trustworthy person on YouTube.
It seems like it, and I'm not just saying that. I'm a very good judge of character. So
Ask Brian King. He trusts me more than anybody on YouTube.
I've seen that name a lot on Jamie's channel, and he's pretty funny. I don't know who it is, but he's
Yeah,
funny.
Brian's a good guy.
Yeah. Well, thank you for alerting me to number one, my mistake, and thank you number 2 for coming.
Well, sure. Once you get the I was trying to type all that on the screen, but that's kind of hard to do because I got to keep going back and forth and going. Okay, go type a couple of letters and then come back and read a couple of letters and then type that in there, and it was getting a little confusing. So I'm glad you finally put it in chat.
Yeah, no, thank. I usually do that, believe it or not. I put it in chat anyway, but I wasn't sure if people could see it, like if they just came into the chat and I had already put it up there. You know what I
And
mean?
if you click the three little dots right
Yeah.
by where you dropped it, click those three dots, and it'll say pin message, and it'll pin it to the top of your chat.
Okay. Oh, pin message up. Well, I don't know. I have like example banners and all that. Banners,
Well, no, it'll pin it to the top of your chat.
but I don't.
So you won't have to keep dropping the link in the chat. It'll
No,
just stay
I
there
don't see where that is though. I'm not using
in the
like.
chat in YouTube, in the YouTube chat. There's three dots right at the end of your message. It says Zatoichi 444, and then the StreamYard link, and then it's got three little dots in YouTube, not StreamYard.
Okay, because I'm using Streamyard here.
Yeah, but go to YouTube, go to your YouTube, and it'll have three little dots. You click those three little dots, it'll say pin message,
Okay.
and that'll pin that link to the chat, and that way whoever comes in can just click on that.
Okay. Cool. I'm sorry. Just give me like two
Oh, it's
seconds.
okay.
I
I
gotta
mean,
take care of something right now, but I'll be right back. Okay. Just
sure.
take over. Take over.
Okay. Hello, people. Hi, Bob Mazzuli. How you doing? How you been? I don't know what MRSA is. I don't know what MRSA is. What is MRSA? I don't know. I've never been exposed to that before. So I have no idea. 94 in Boston. Oh my gosh. You don't even want to know how cold it is here. It's 60. 60 degrees here. And it's sun shining. I mean, so I don't know.
Do you know how hot it was here today?
Scared the shit out of me. What was that? Oh, you bird. Oh,
Yeah, this is my friend Hayabusa.
Hayabusa?
Yeah, that's Japanese for falcon because whenever he hears a hawk on TV, he imitates it.
Oh, wow, cool.
He's ready for bed right now. That's why he's making so much noise and looking around because he's going to fly to his cage any second now to go to bed.
Yep, it almost did. He was like,
Oh yeah, he'll do it any second now. Look at him. Look, he's ready.
yeah, he's like trying or wanting to, thinking about it.
Go if you want to go. There he goes.
There he goes. That's cool.
He's my buddy, but he's like 17 years old. You know.
Oh wow.
That's pretty old for a bird. His species, you know.
Oh wow. I never had a bird, so I don't know.
Yeah, I can't have cats or dogs because of allergies, and I love dogs. You know.
This is my doggy.
Yeah, I get along with dogs, you know, better than I get along with most people, I suppose.
He's my dog. He's my doggy.
He's a good boy. He's the bestest boy.
What's his name?
Hawk.
Oh, Hawk. That's Hawk. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The service dog.
Yeah. No, he's not a service dog. He's an emotional support dog.
Whatever.
There's a big difference. There's a big difference.
No, it's the same thing. Just tell everyone you're blind.
No, I can't. I can't fake him being a service dog. That's. I mean, I can't stand it when people bring their emotional support dog into a store that is service dog only. They have a sign on the door that says service dogs only.
Yeah.
And people bring their emotional support dogs, try to pass them off as service dogs, and they're not service dogs. They're not in any way, shape, or form a service dog.
They don't have the paperwork.
There's no such thing.
No, there isn't?
No. There's no such thing as paperwork for a service dog. A service dog is a trained dog that is trained to do a task for you, like guide you. That's like guide dog for the blind. That's
right.
A service dog, or a dog that can sense you having some kind of a episode, like epileptic.
Yeah, epileptic.
They can sense that. Those are service dogs. They can alert you before you have the episode. They will alert you that you're going to have the episode. Right. That's a service dog. But there is no paperwork associated with service dogs.
Well, I don't know about service dogs, but when I tried to get on an airplane with my service gorilla, they asked me for paperwork.
Yeah, well, they're not allowed to ask you for anything other than they can ask you two questions. Is that a service dog? And what task does it perform for you? Those are the only two questions they're allowed to ask of a service dog.
What if you tell them like the dog performs spinal injection for you?
A dog can't give you injections.
Why not?
They don't have opposable thumbs.
Don't be like that. You can't tell a dog what he can and cannot do.
He doesn't have opposable thumbs, so he can't.
Well, you know, he can identify as a opposable.
Like if a dog is like pulling on their leash, well, when they're in the store, if they're pulling on a leash, if they're barking at other dogs, that's not a service dog. Service dogs don't act out like that.
They don't. They know their role, and they
Yeah.
just they're like
And they do their role. They don't bother anybody. They don't pee in the store. They don't poop in the store. I've seen that. I've seen people bring in their emotional support dog and have it poop right on the floor, and then they just sit there and leave it there.
Yeah.
And that pisses me off. I always go get the manager or something and say, "Hey, look at that. Kick him out."
Well, that's just like me. I used to be an emotional support boyfriend, and we would go into Target, and I would just poop on the floor, and she would just leave it there. You know.
Oh man. Your dog gets your beard? Nope, that's still not a service dog. It's just a very well trained dog, but it's not a service dog.
Yeah.
Oh, MRSA is like a staph infection, only worse. Oh my
Oh
god!
yeah, I had it. I have a hole in the back of my neck that would shock you.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, one of my friends, well, not one of my friends, someone I worked with told me I should stop wearing t-shirts because people could see the fucking hole, you know? It's like, I don't care.
Yeah, it's up to you whether you care or not.
I don't care. It doesn't affect my life in any way. It's just, you know, a disfigurement of a sort in the back of my neck that nobody will see unless they're standing behind me in line, you know, to get food.
I got a big ass scar on my stomach that I don't care.
Cesarean?
No. Well,
No?
yeah, I had a cesarean, but I had the scar before I had the cesarean. So
From what? Car accident?
no, I had a birth defect fixed
Oh, okay.
where my my ureter, you know, the tube that your pee comes out of.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was not. Your ureter is supposed to be embedded into a muscle wall in there, and so you can flex that muscle and shut your pee off if you need to.
Okay.
Right? Well, mine was not connected.
Oh,
Mine was not in the muscle wall, so I had no control till I was 10 years old. I would pee. If I had to pee, I had to pee now. There was no waiting and no holding it. I couldn't hold it, so I had to go right then and there. So when I was 10, they fixed it. It took them 4 surgeries to get it right, to get it fixed. So I have a big ass scar on my stomach. And then when I went in and had to have a cesarean, they wanted to do a bikini cut. And I said, no, do not do that. I'll have an anchor on my stomach. Just use the scar that I have. Yeah.
An anchor.
Yeah, just use my existing scar, and then you won't even see it. And
Right.
so they did. They used the scar that I already had. Instead of doing a bikini cut, they did a up and down cut.
Right. Yeah. I never had a cesarean, obviously, but
Obviously. No, I had one natural and one cesarean.
no. But when I caught MRSA, like he was talking about earlier,
Mhm.
it's a staphylococcus infection, and it's so bad that have you heard about the idea that there are viruses out there that are so strong that the amount of antibiotics it would take to kill the virus would kill you first?
Shit.
Yeah, well, this is one of those. It's like it's on the borderline of being that strong. So I had to take antibiotics for months, and I had to inject them into my arm. But it wasn't like I stuck a needle in my arm. They put this thing that had tubes coming out of it,
Yeah,
and
it was a stint. So
yeah,
you
you would screw the syringes onto the things,
Yeah,
the plastic.
screw 'em on.
Oh, it was a pain in the ass, man. Let me tell you, it was a pain in the ass.
Man.
But that's how virulent, you know, how strong that infection is. It took months. They had to literally kill it with silver, like a guy.
I'm dangerous.
Yeah, no, you're a guard against werewolves and vampires, you know.
Yeah, yep. That's why I've never had a werewolf or a vampire in my house.
That's right. They killed it with silver.
They can't get near me because I'm silver.
That's true. So what do you think Jamie's doing right now besides being in a drugged stupor?
He's probably, I don't know. He might be over where Tonic is. Evil Ghosts channel.
Oh, I wouldn't know. I don't have access to everybody's channel yet. I don't know who's who. I mean, I recognize the name Evil Ghost, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't know where to find them.
Yeah, Evil Ghost is live right now, and he is he's got a bunch of people on panel.
Well, how do you know that? Is that Discord or?
I've been there. I was there earlier. Oh, they're watching a Cyrax. Cyrax is somebody that you'd holy crap. Yeah. you have to see this dude to believe it.
What do you
He
mean?
looks like a goblin.
Okay.
Literally. He looks like exactly like a goblin.
Like a Lord of the Rings goblin or what?
Yeah. I mean, matter of fact, I can show you.
Definitely inbred, Bob says.
Definitely. Okay, it's down in the basement. Bring it up and I'll
Show me if you can.
bring it up into the basement.
What do you mean basement?
The basement where I was before I came up. Then you let me up. Click on the one that's
Oh yeah. I got you.
click on that.
Yes.
And there it is.
Wait, I want to get rid of this
That-
goddamn banner first. Where the? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
No,
right there.
that's not what I wanted to do, is it? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
here we
there
go.
you go.
All
But
right.
yeah, there is Cyrax. This is Cyrax.
Oh yeah, you're right. He does look like a fucking orcish,
He looks like a
goblinish kind.
goblin. Yeah,
What
he looks like he's the Lord of the Rings goblin.
He's like if Ronnie James Dio had a problem coming out of the womb or something.
Yeah, he's crazy. He's absolutely crazy, and he freaks out. He does a lot of spurging like Connie does.
What I may sound stupid for asking this, and I think I know what it means, but what is spurging? Is that just like begging for money on the
freaking out, yelling and screaming, and just freaking out on camera? That's spurging.
Okay.
Absolutely freaking out like everybody hates me, nobody loves me, I guess I'll go eat worms. And
Nah, man, I ain't a Spurger.
no, I'm not either.
I don't have Asperger's disease.
Asperger's disease. That's funny. But yeah, Cyrax is definitely inbred. Yeah. That's the only thing. And that guy that's next to him, this is Marty. What's his name? Marty something. I can never remember, but
Marty
he's his longest troll.
Cyrax looks like he has the most awesome haircut in the world, though.
Oh my God. He has barely any hair.
I know. Why? What is happening there?
I don't know. And he's got these black dots, black splotches on his head.
Right. He looks like a parrot that picks at his own feathers.
Yeah, he does. Oh my God. That is hilarious. Oh my God. Oh my God, that is funny. But yeah, that's who that is. And that's on Evil Ghosts, and Tonic is up there. I don't know if you know, have you met Tonic yet?
Yeah. Well, I've
Tonic's
seen Tonic. I never had any direct contact, but he's been on the panel, I think, when I was on.
He trolled me for so long. He trolled me for a good year. I mean, would troll me and have me all kinds of triggered. But finally, I figured out how to deal with trolls.
Yeah.
And when I figured out how to deal with them, Tonic stopped trolling me. And so now we can have a conversation. Although now he's trolling me again to get Polly to come up on his panel, but Polly won't. I've already asked.
Who's Polly? Everyone keeps saying you're in love with Polly, and I don't know who Polly is.
Saying I'm in love with Polly?
Yeah.
No, I love Polly, but I'm not in love with Polly.
Okay, whatever. Who's Polly?
Polly Crispy. He's a guy on YouTube. He used to have a regular drama show. Used to be on just about every night. And he definitely made some enemies. But he's the one, Polly Crispy is the one that brought me into the drama community.
Okay.
And he is the one that had my back when everybody was coming at me and trolling me hard.
Yeah.
Polly would stand by me and have my back. That's why, that's why I don't have a problem with Polly. I've never had a problem. I know what Polly does. I know what he does to other people. That's not me. I'm not the one doing it. It's Polly. Don't take it out on me. But
I don't know. You say the drama community, and I know that that's what I've become embroiled in here by, being on Jamie's panel and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But, and I'm sure that someone has already fucking pinpointed exactly where I live and who I am or whatever.
Possibly. Although I've already gave out all that information out to everybody of where I live, what my name is.
Well,
I mean, that's my real name. Silver Diamond is my real name. It's
I
on
know
my
that.
driver's.
Yeah,
it's on my driver's license and everything. So,
but like, here's the thing. Like, what are they gonna do to me? I already have no life. I have no job. I sit here all day. What are they gonna?
They're not gonna do anything to you. Nothing.
What are they gonna do? They're gonna get me a fucking hip replacement or a job?
No. They're not going to do anything. That's just what they say they're going to do, or they threaten that they're going to do, but nothing ever happens. I've been threatened so many times. Nobody's ever showed up to my house. Of course, then again, I live on the other side of the fucking world from them.
Right. It's kind of.
I live on the opposite side of the United States, so they're not going to come all the way to Oregon to troll me outside my house.
It's a little far.
Yeah, but I mean, at best, they might have a pizza sent to you. And you'll have to pay for the pizza or something.
You don't have to pay,
I know.
Because I used to do a stream on, do you know the channel Live Leak that used to be around?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to have a stream on there that I did every day for, I don't know, 2 years. And I had like 40 people that would show up from all over the world every day. And I did nothing. I mean, And then sometimes we would go to other people's streams because there was like a bunch of us, like 4 or 5. And we would go to these other people's streams and we'd play Pictionary. They would have music trivia, trivia in general, and
cool.
Just it was a lot of fun. And we would all drink together and just get stupid and play these games and laugh. And it was a lot of fun. But then Live Leak, the website got sold. So, that was it. So I'm trying to, I guess I'm trying to maybe establish something like that here on YouTube, maybe get a group together again and do, if I can master OBS like I used to know how to use it.
Oh man, I don't know how to do OBS at all.
Yeah, I know. It's even harder now than it was, and it wasn't easy before. For some reason, they've made it less user-friendly, but it was fun because you could play games, you could have all kinds of things going on. There was a lot of laughter. We need some laughter back in this goddamn world, especially now,
Yep. Who is it? What? No good son of a so-and-so.
What?
I looked over on Polly's stream and he's just starting it and there's already a fool in the chat.
Oh.
Anarch Chick.
I've
Holy
seen
crap.
I've seen that name.
Yeah, holy crap. That woman is the dumbest woman I've ever met in my life. She makes my brain hurt when she talks.
What do you mean?
Like, she talks and you just kind of go, what the hell are you talking about? Oh my God. I mean, she literally makes my brain hurt when she talks. It's like, stop talking. Please stop talking. Stop breathing.
I don't know.
I don't know. She called me a slut.
Well,
like,
you
Well,
do dress.
do you even know what a slut is?
You do dress provocatively, so.
Yeah, don't I though? Jeans and sweatpants.
I mean, knock it off, will you?
Oh my god. Yeah, she called me. I was like, you don't even know what a slut is. She goes, oh yeah, that's what you are. You're a slut. I'm like, you have to have sex to be a slut. I
Yeah.
haven't had sex in 17 years. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. God bless
Yeah,
it.
but you had it, right?
17 years ago.
Okay, so, well, you know, maybe.
No, if you'd have called me a slut 20 years ago, I was like, yes, indeed. But not now. Holy crap. She's just dumb. I mean, literally, one of these days, go on her channel when she's live and try to listen to her.
I don't know how to find these people.
In the search bar on YouTube.
Yeah, but like, who's this?
Anarch Chick Chick.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't even know how to spell that correctly. How many C's?
Oh, quite a few. Jesus.
I have a link to Connie, to one of Connie's streams, Revel, you know. I have a link to that.
Four C's. Anarch Chick Chick. Four C's.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like 4 seasons.
4 C's. Yeah, she just she just drives me insane. I can't even with her. I can't talk to her. I can't listen to her. So I don't go to her channel. I don't go to her channel at all ever anymore because I can't. Because she's just dumb. She's the dumbest woman I've ever met in my entire life.
So far, nobody has said anything fucked up. You know, I mean, whatever they say, I could deal with it. But it's like the one insulting comment I got so far, and it was meant to be funny. But they said something about like, I look the kind of guy that would be sticking needles into my scrotum or something like that.
Oh, geez.
It's like, I'm thinking, am I that guy?
Holy crap.
No, I just thought that was fucking funny. You know, if that's the worst thing you can say about me, then that's great. Oh, look at the leg. Look at the leg going. That dog likes that shit. Can I pet that dog?
Yep, he's super friendly.
Yeah.
He loves everybody. That's why I'm taking him with me to Pride.
I love dogs.
He's a good boy.
He looks tired though.
He's a good boy.
You just relaxing?
Yeah. He's a good boy.
Cute.
He's a sweet. Yeah, he's a sweetie.
Yeah.
He's a good boy. He's my very first dog ever that I've ever owned in my life.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm.
How old is he?
He's almost 10. He'll be 10 in December.
When you say 10, do you mean in dog years or
in people years he's 10. Or no, in dog years he's 10. In people years he'd be 70.
He's that old?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Except he's not showing any gray hairs on his muzzle yet.
Yeah. I wish I had a dog, man. I have a friend who has 3 dogs, and the first time I went over his house, because he lives kind of far away from me and out off the grid, you know. And when I showed up at the house, they were all barking at me. And then by the end of the night, I went up to go to bed, and 2 of them jumped into bed and shoved their noses right up against my middle back, and went to sleep with me. I was like, okay.
Well, if you're allergic, you could always get a poodle, which
Oh,
are
they have
they
labradoodles and all that, right?
yeah, labradoodle or a golden doodle.
Yeah,
Any of the doodles are hypoallergenic, so
yeah,
you could have them and they won't affect your allergies at all.
yeah.
And they're good dogs. Golden
Oh,
doodles
I
are
know.
sweet.
I had a friend who had the labradoodle, and that dog was very cool. I just didn't really
They're
care
big,
the way it looked. Yeah, they're big. I like
very
big.
big.
I like
Mhm.
big dogs. If
Well,
I had a dog, I would have a husky or a wolf dog. You know.
Huskies are loud,
Yeah, but
very
what?
loud.
Fuck everybody else. Let the dog yell.
He's a pit bull.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's a pit bull.
He's a big one.
He's 80 pounds.
Hmm.
This guy on YouTube has a bigger dog than mine. His name is Nate Petrosky, and he's a homesteader.
Who, the dog?
No, the guy on YouTube. His name's Nate Petrosky. He's a homesteader, and he has a livestock guardian dog named Az, which is a Turkish Boz hound, which he weighs about 170 pounds right now, and he's just not even a year old.
What's a Boz hound?
Yeah, a Turkish Boz hound. That's what it's called.
I
They're
used to
huge.
smoke
They're
I
fucking
used to smoke
huge.
Turkish cigarettes, but I never heard of a Boz hound.
Yeah, Boz, B-O-Z, hound.
Oh, B-O-Z?
Mhm. Yeah, he's huge, and he's a livestock guardian dog, so he takes care.
Yeah.
He takes care of the livestock and chases away any
Coyotes and
coyotes, hawks,
yeah.
anything that wants to come after the ducks and the cats and the dog and the other dog. He has another dog, little dog named Minion, and he's really cute. He's really cute.
I don't know. I was trying to think of like the most fucked up name to give like a bird. Like where, because I have to call. No, I have to call all the time and say, I need medicine for my bird, and they go, "Well, what's the bird's name?" And it's like I want to come up with something that's so screwy that it would throw, like I don't know,
Call it I don't know, Kitty.
Doctor. I don't know, Doctor something.
Doctor.
Dr.
Yeah,
Dildo.
see, Cheryl knows about Az.
Hmm?
He's an awesome livestock guardian dog.
Oh, okay.
He's huge, 170 pounds, and he's not even a year old yet. That's a huge dog.
But how many languages does he speak?
And just one that I'm aware of.
If you want to impress me.
I don't speak any more languages. I know a little bit, a little Spanish, a little French, and that's about it. I can count to 10 in 4 languages.
Ah, okay.
But that's it. I don't know languages very well.
Neither do dogs, believe it or not.
I know. Amazingly enough, I still can't speak English according to Howie.
I swear that this bird that I have, he says goodnight to me every night.
Aww.
And in the morning, when he hears me rustle in my bed, he'll make a little chirp like to say good morning. Tweet. And if I don't answer, he won't pursue it. He waits until I get up.
Oh, that's nice.
I don't know. He's more than just a little bird. He's got some kind of a soul in him.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
He's a personality.
He does. He's got a soul.
Yeah. You know what I mean.
Yeah. He's my tweet.
Twat. That's a good name.
What? Oh my God. Yeah, you could call him that.
That's a great one.
Tweet or twat.
No, not tweet. Twat.
Yeah, they'd be going, excuse me?
I'll
Repeat
call
that, please? Twat.
I'll call him Dr. Lawyer.
Doctor Lawyer. The veterinarian would die. Yeah. Yeah, but I wouldn't want to name my dog or cat or bird Twat though. That would be awful.
No, not the veterinarian. The people that answer the phone when you're trying to make an appointment for it.
That's funny.
Excuse me? Twat? What?
Come here,
What
twat.
did you say?
Yep.
Twat?
Leave it to Cheryl to come up with that name. No kidding.
I don't know, man. I keep trying to think of good names. Like a stupid name that I thought of would be like for a bird, what's his name? Oh, Frank.
Frank. Well, there's a girl on YouTube. Her channel is called Useless Farm.
Yeah.
And all her animals are named people names. She's got 2 emus, Karen and Stanley, and she's got a bunch of alpacas named Michael. She names all her animals just common human names. All of them. Every single one.
I worked with a woman who was a kind of a bitch, and every day she used to talk about how she had to get out of work because she had to go home and make dinner for Charlie, and Charlie this and Charlie that, and I thought that was her husband. Well, it turns out Charlie is like this little piece of shit fucking dog, like that we had. It wasn't even a good dog. It was like one of those little, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but it's a small, shitty looking dog. But
like a Shih Tzu, I don't like those.
Even worse. It was like some kind of a fluffy mutt. But the thing is, like, I'm, all this time, I'm like, oh, she's going home to cook dinner for her husband, Charlie, and then it's a stupid ass dog. Not that I have nothing against dogs. I have something against her and how she treated that dog.
Yeah.
It's not your husband.
I don't cook, so that would never happen.
Yeah. See?
I don't cook for myself, much less my dog.
I cook when I'm in the mood, and recently I made Japanese curry, and it's not it's not as complicated as you think, because you just buy a box that has the curry in it, and all you do is just cook the vegetables and the meat, and then dump the curry in at the end.
Oh wow!
It's pretty good, but it's strong.
I don't cook. I quit cooking when I taught my kids how to cook, and then I quit.
But I thought you just bought that goddamn oven thing to use at the hotel room.
That's at the hotel, and that's just to heat up some soup.
Oh, okay.
That's all I can have.
I thought you were gonna make like shish kebab or something.
No, I can't eat. I'm on a liquid diet, so I can only eat stuff that's liquid or.
Oh yeah.
So kind of makes it difficult.
Do you use like Ensure and those kind of things, like for protein?
No, I get protein instant breakfast.
Oh, okay.
It's much better. And then I use half and half instead of, I don't drink milk. I drink half and half. If I'm going to drink any milk at all, it's going to be half and half.
Okay.
So I buy like a half gallon of half and half and put the instant breakfast in that. I have that once a day in the morning. Or I can have applesauce or, anything that doesn't require me to chew it. I can have that. If I don't have to chew it, I can have it.
You're not going to believe this, but I'm pretty much on a liquid diet myself. About 15 minutes ago, I had half and half. It was half Wild Turkey 101 and half Pepsi.
Ew. Nope, I don't drink alcohol of any kind.
Well, I'm sorry, but I can't stop.
No, I can't start. I don't like it. I don't like the high. I don't like the high from alcohol at all.
Well, it takes the edge off for me because, Jamie's channel gets serious a lot of times where he talks about traumas and things, and I have PTSD. And believe it or not, alcohol takes the edge off for me, even though I need a fucking hip replacement because of it. I still drink it because it takes the edge off for me a little bit and makes me chill out and relax a little bit.
My brother was an alcoholic, and when he could not find any alcohol, he couldn't buy it at the store because everybody knew he was in AA.
Mm.
So when he couldn't get alcohol is when he decided he would drink whatever he could find, like cologne, perfume,
Come
whatever,
on.
anything
Come
that had alcohol in it. And he finally drank a pint of turpentine, and went into respiratory arrest and died.
Mm.
That's how crazy he was in as far as alcohol goes. He could not be without. It was awful.
Yeah, I imagine, man. I mean, my father used to tell a story how one day he went into the bathroom and he looked in the closet of the bathroom. And in the old days, I don't know if you remember this, you probably might, but they used to call bleach star water.
Never heard of that.
You never
Star
heard
water?
of it? Yeah, they used to call bleach star water.
I've never heard of that.
So my grandmother had put star water into a bottle that was a Sambuca bottle. The liqueur Sambuca, it tastes like licorice. It's like an Italian thing. And so he saw the Sambuca bottle and he went to go take a shot out of it, and it was fucking bleach, basically.
Oh my God.
So he goes and he yells at his mother, my grandmother, about it. And as he's yelling at my grandmother about it, his father, the husband, says, "Oh, she fooled you too, huh?"
Oh man.
They both tried to take a shot of it and got screwed,
Yuck. God.
So the moral of the story,
the worst taste you ever have.
The moral of the story is don't put bleach in alcohol bottles in your kitchen, right? Or your bathroom.
Well, I don't have alcohol bottles, so you won't have that. I don't have to worry about that. I don't even have beer here.
Yeah. Me either, unfortunately. I ran out of beer.
No, I don't drink. I don't drink alcohol of any kind. No beer, no alcohol, no nothing. Nope. I drink Dr. Pepper. That's what I drink.
Yeah, I heard that. You don't like Mr. Pibb, though, huh?
Mr. Pibb is okay if I can't get Dr. Pepper. Yeah.
I've never had Mr. Pibb. I wouldn't know the difference.
I would know the difference. Mr. Pibb is more carbonated than Dr. Pepper. It's got a higher carbonation. The same flavor, but more carbonation.
I would think that would make it weaker.
No. Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's weaker. It's just different. Same flavor, same basic flavor. It's just more carbonated. That's all I know. You don't what? I don't know. Oh, I don't know how you do it, Bob. Oh, Bob needs his right hip replaced. It's bone on bone.
Bob is in my situation then, because I need both of them replaced at this point.
I don't have problems with my hip. I have a problem with my back.
Well, if you have problems with your hip, you also have problems with your back.
Yeah, I don't have problems with my hips, just my back. Yeah. Where my, you know how your spinal cord goes down and it sits in your pelvic bone?
Yeah.
And it's supposed to sit flush like this. Well, mine sits like that. And there's arthritis under here.
Have you ever thought about just walking on all fours?
No, that wouldn't be feasible.
Come on.
No. So it's sciatica, my sciatica nerve.
Yeah.
That if I stand for a long period of time, like longer than 10 minutes, if I stand in one place for longer than 10 minutes, oh God, I feel like my back is just doing this.
Well, it's funny because with the hip thing, sometimes, excuse me, sometimes it doesn't hurt, but then I'll just like go to pivot, and take a step,
Right.
and my foot will touch on the floor, and
Oh,
that's enough to just set it off for like half a day, where it
man.
just hurts like a motherfucker after that for a day. So I have to have something done, but see, I'm in the in between stage where they don't want to operate because I'm not screaming in pain yet. But on the other hand, I can't do anything because I'm not screaming in pain yet. I'm like in limbo.
Right. Shit.
If I don't walk, it doesn't hurt, so don't walk.
Yeah, that's why I couldn't be an auditor, because I can't stand in one place for very long. I literally need, if I'm standing in one place for longer than 10 minutes, I'll need to sit down somewhere. So I can't, that's why I could never audit, was because I can't do that. I can't stand. So when I started my YouTube channel and I was going to audit, I was going to be an auditor, but I couldn't. So I had all this equipment, all this camera equipment. So I started giving it away to people on my channel. I'd give away all my cameras and all my equipment, and my beginner sticks and my tripods and all that. I mean, I just gave all of it away because I couldn't do it. I couldn't do I could not do the auditing. I can't stand
Yeah.
long, so I couldn't do it.
I remember where I used to work. It was like a good half a mile from the parking lot to the building. And I remember having to stop 3 or 4 times walking into the building, and that's when I knew something was kind of going wrong.
Yeah. Crap.
Well, the thing is, I'm a second-degree black belt my whole life. I've done splits and kicks and now I can't even fucking walk.
Yeah, I can't do that shit. I can't do splits and kicks and all that kind of crap. No way.
I still could
And
kick someone in the head, but it would hurt like a bitch.
I used to dance, not stripping dance. I used to dance, like I would go to gigs uh, where bands were playing and dance on the dance floor. That's what.
Go dancer?
No. I've never taken my clothes off and
Oh,
danced.
is that what that means?
Yeah. So no, I'm not. I did not do that. I just danced. Like a band would be playing, and there'd be a dance floor, and people would dance.
Yeah.
So that's what I did, and I used to like dance heavy duty. I mean, swing dance to Metallica. Try that sometime. And
Yeah, but that wouldn't ruin your hips, right?
yeah, I can't do that now. I'm way too old for that sort of thing.
Wow.
Way too old. I cannot do that anymore.
What about backflips?
Nope, can't do that either.
No?
Nope. I've never been able to do a backflip. Never.
We'll try right now.
No.
Let's see.
You no, I don't want an ambulance here. Thank you.
You
I
gotta
don't have to call an ambulance.
put the dog behind you. That's a cushion.
No, he's 10 years old. He's a senior citizen himself. He's a major senior citizen. I don't want to hurt him. Oh, bug. It's a good boy. He's going to Pride with me though.
Yeah, good.
I got called from the organizers of Pride because I was worried that he wouldn't be able to go because he's not a service dog. And they called me and said, no, he's more than welcome. Pets are welcome. So even in the VIP area. So I went, yay.
All right, good.
So he's coming with, because he's gone with me. But I've never had VIP passes before. So, so he's coming with for sure.
Good.
He loves going down there. He gets so much attention. Oh my
What do you
God.
mean down there? Where's down there? Are you taking a plane or are you driving or
I'm driving to Portland.
Portland, Oregon?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I live on the beach. I live on the coast of Oregon.
Oh, I know you're in Oregon. I just didn't know where.
So I'm in Lincoln City, and Portland is 2 hours away from me. So I gotta drive 2 hours to or almost 2 hours to Beaverton to where my hotel is, and I'll stay in the hotel, and then my hotel is right on the Max tracks. So I just got to walk across the street to get on Max to go downtown.
I don't get what you mean. What is Max Tracks?
Max is our light rail system.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we call it Max, and so I just have to walk across the street to get to Max and take the light rail all downtown Portland, and the Max lets you off right at the festival, so it's really good, really nice.
This is gonna sound like a weird question because the only reason I'm asking it is because I used to watch that show Portlandia.
Yeah, and
Are
a friend of mine is in that.
Are there a lot of lesbian bookshops in Portland?
I don't know. I haven't been downtown Portland to look at bookshops. I don't. The only time I go to Portland is for Pride. I don't go there for any other reason.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of lesbians in Portland.
Well, that's what I gathered from that
There's
show.
a lot of gay people in Oregon, so yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, no matter what, if you're lesbian or gay, there's a lot of them in Portland. It's a very, very gay friendly city. And amazingly enough, when Oregon was first formed or made into a state, it was very, very, very highly racist.
Racist?
Yeah. Yeah, in Oregon, it is legal to walk around completely nude. You can walk
Oh yeah.
Yep, anywhere in Portland you can. And we have a naked bike ride too.
Right. I remember you talking about that.
Yeah, so it's very it's very, very, considering our history is based on racism and craziness. We no longer are that. We are now very inclusive.
Very liberal, right?
I don't like using that word.
I don't even know what it means.
Political word. I use inclusive.
I don't even know what liberal means, but all I know is that when they talk about liberals, they say that liberals embrace gays, liberals embrace blacks, they embrace all the downtrodden of society, right?
Sure.
So
I embrace gay people. I'm part of the LGBTQ, so I'm the Q in LGBTQ. I'm queer because I identify as pansexual, but right now, for the last 17 years, I've been asexual. But I used to be pansexual, which is
both.
No, I don't look for gender or sexuality. That sexuality and gender don't factor in what I'm attracted to. So you can be man, you can be woman, you can be
okay. Let's put it this way:
straight, you can be anything.
You like what you like.
I like what I like. It's gotta be up here. You got to have something going on up here and something going on in your heart.
Right.
for me to be attracted to you.
You're attracted to the person, not to what's swinging between their legs.
Not to what they identify, or not to I don't care about all that. I don't care. I don't. If you identify as a girl, then I will use the proper pronouns. I will use she, her. If you identify as a guy, I'll use him.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. But how do you feel about these people that get so goddamn offended when you misgender them and it's not obvious?
Just stupid. Get over it. That's what I feel. Get over it.
If it's obvious to me that you were born a girl and you're trying to look like a man or vice versa, then I'm going to call you what I see you as. I'll say, hey, what's up? Actually, I even say to women, I'm like, hey, what's up, man?
Yeah,
it's just the way I talk. I say man.
I'll refer to you how you look to me until you correct me. If you correct me and say, no, I identify as this, then I will follow that. But until then, if I see a guy, he's a guy. If I see a girl, she's a girl until she says something, well, I'm non-binary. So, which I don't understand, but
Well, what is
just pissed.
non-binary? Isn't that kind of what you were saying?
No, I'm not non-binary. I'm a girl. I am a woman. I am a she, her.
Okay, I don't understand. I don't understand what non-binary means then.
I'm not sure either. I really don't. People
I
say
thought
that
it
they're
meant that you
non-binary,
felt-
and I'm like, well, what does that mean? What is that? What are you non? What
Well, I
what are you
thought-
not?
I thought it meant that you went both ways. That you
No,
liked
that's gay.
everybody.
Or that's pansexual, gay.
But what's the difference then?
I don't know. I don't know what non-binary is. People celibate? No,
So
I'm celibate. I've been celibate for the last 17 years. I haven't been
and
with anybody.
here's something that kind of makes me wonder. Like I've seen some of what you would call they thems. Like they have this haircut that looks like a Razorback Hog's haircut, like, and it's like, who are they sexually attracted to, and who is sexually attracted to them is what I'm wondering.
I don't know.
I mean, are they finding someone who looks exactly like them? I couldn't tell if it was a boy or a girl. I couldn't tell if it was a very soft boy or if it was a very
hard girl.
Hard girl, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't. I will just identify. I will just call you whatever I see you as until you correct me. Then I will. Non-binary means the person doesn't identify as male or female.
Okay. Well,
Okay, I don't know how that works. I'm not sure how that works. You got to be one or the other.
Well,
even if you're transgender, you're one or the other.
You don't have to be one or the other until you go into a doctor's office.
Well, that's true. Or a bathroom.
Yeah. Well, no. Nowadays, they can go into any bathroom.
Yeah, but people freak out. I mean, I came up in the the rock and roll scene, and I was a promoter for rock bands, and when there's a band playing and there's a shit ton of people in there, nobody cares if you go in the men's or the women's. Nobody cares.
Well, I got a story about that.
But now people care all of a sudden.
Do you remember? Well, I don't know. I say, do you remember? But do you know about a band called Monster Magnet?
No, never heard of them.
They were famous in the early 90s, mid 90s, maybe. And I went to this radio show promoted, concert where they had like 3 bands that weren't that well known yet, but they later became huge, like Monster Magnet and.
Never heard of Monster Magnet. What kind of music?
It's like stoner rock, I guess. But they're really good, and they had a big hit. And but anyway, so I had to go to the bathroom so bad, and there was a huge line for the men's room, and the women's room was open. So I just said, I gotta go. So I walked into the women's room, and before I could even go, they all just grabbed a hold of me like a bunch of wrestlers and threw me out.
Out of the women's room?
Yeah.
I don't know.
All the girls just started screaming, "What are you doing?" And they grabbed me and threw me out.
Wow. Holy crap. I mean, I've gone in men's room before, and there's been guys in the women's room before when I was in the rock scene. So I don't know when it all of a sudden became a problem. That's just weird. That it's all of a sudden now it's a problem, but it never has been before.
It's when the media decided to make it a problem.
And then these people think that if a transgender woman goes into a girl's bathroom, then they're gonna that transgender woman is gonna rape
Yeah.
the other women. That's not what they do, people. That's not what transgender people do.
I would say 99.5 or 8% of the time, that's not what happens.
Yeah, not at all. No. I mean, now if you get somebody like Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs, yeah, he probably would. But not in real life. That doesn't happen in real life.
Well, it does, but
And
not
what's
not often.
going to stop if somebody's going to, if a man is going to rape some women, what's stopping him from just going into the women's room and picking a victim?
Right.
I mean, you don't have to dress up as a woman to go into a woman's bathroom and rape somebody.
But it probably helps as far as disguises go.
Maybe, but still, I mean, I don't get it. They don't do that. Transgenders don't do that. They don't go into a woman's bathroom with the intent of raping somebody. That's not what happens. They're in there with the intent of peeing.
Probably.
Pooping or peeing, but nothing more. And then washing their hands and leaving. Same with transgender men. They go into the men's room. Do you think they're going in there specifically to rape a man?
Well, let's put it this way. I used to go to a lot of bars around the area, and two of them that I went to had this one individual that would go there who was a transgender, older gentleman. He was married. He had apparently 3 successful businesses that he ran. He was a very successful person. Very cool, a lot of fun. Didn't try to press any kind of gay ideology on you or make you call him the proper pronoun, any of that shit. Would buy you a beer. Very cool individual, and never had a problem with someone like that. But as soon as someone starts taking offense to the fact that I am not going along with their charade, that's where it becomes a problem. Like, what do am I going to go around and start demanding that you call me, Lord Zatuich? And if you don't, I'm going to get pissed.
Bob Mazzulli, which ones are perverts? Now, is it the transgender women that are perverts or the transgender men that are perverts? Neither one. I got news for you. There's the answer. They're not.
Well, some of them might be, but not all of them, right?
Maybe. I don't know.
You can't say 100% for any group.
Well, I can say that about any guy or any girl.
Right.
Some of them are perverts.
Right.
But just because they're transgender doesn't that's not a default. They don't default perversion because they're transgender.
Well, this is like the gun argument, do you ban all guns because some people fucking go nuts,
Well, personally, I'm on all for the Second Amendment, and I agree with people owning guns. I've never owned a gun. I don't want a gun, but I don't see a reason for AK-47s.
Well,
for the average Joe to have an AK.
Yeah, an AK really does do a lot of damage, more than
way too much damage for just having a gun.
But these idiots that are arguing against bump stocks, it's like the stock doesn't matter. It's still a semi-automatic weapon. It's as fast as you can pull the trigger, and it's usually a 9mm round, same as a pistol. Like, what are you complaining about? Everybody in the world in America has one or more pistols. Exactly. You can't argue that assault rifle, you call the AR-15 an assault rifle. It's not an assault rifle. It's never been used in combat. It's just a glorified pistol.
Well, it's used in combat against regular citizens. May not be used in combat in war,
but it's not
used in combat between citizens.
Technically, it's not an assault rifle, is all I'm trying to say.
I don't know. I don't know anything about guns, so I just.
Well, I know enough to be dangerous,
Yeah, I don't know enough. I've never owned one. I don't want one.
Well, like Bob Mazzulli says, no matter what you make illegal, the criminals will always find a gun. Never mind that. Guns are illegal in Japan, so what do? They stab each other.
Yep. Yeah, guns are illegal in the UK.
And
Cops don't
Australia.
even carry guns.
Oh, I know. They carry tasers, and that's it.
That's it.
You
No.
can't outlaw everything, you know. And then what if you outlaw knives? Okay, now what? Somebody killed another guy with his hands. So what are you going to do? Outlaw hands?
Yeah, I don't get that. You can't outlaw knives. I mean, my God, nobody would have food.
Well, you can't eat steak anymore.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to eat anything. Just you wouldn't be able to prepare anything. You'd be throwing whole onions in your
Yeah.
whole tomatoes. Oh my God! Can you imagine having a plate of spaghetti with these 3 big, huge tomatoes?
Yeah.
Blech. No.
You'd have to get real hungry.
Oops. Oh, there it is. Gotta look. Oh fuck! I'm getting notifications up the yang here.
From who? Are they telling you to get the hell out of here because it's
No,
extreme death?
no. I go where I want. It doesn't matter what anybody tells me. I go where the hell I want.
I know.
And I don't take advice from anybody on YouTube.
Why would you?
Exactly. Why would you? Because YouTube is the last place you go for advice.
Mm.
If you want advice, go to Facebook. Don't go to YouTube.
If you want to know where I get all my advice, it's 6 something apartment 1, Sharon Green, Massachusetts.
Yeah, you don't want any advice from that schmuck.
Why? Why not? What?
Because he's an idiot. He's an
What do you-
idiot.
What do you mean?
Connie is probably the laziest cuck on YouTube. And he won't get a job. He refuses to get a job. He's 34 years old and he lives with his mommy
Yeah.
and he won't get a job. And then he grifts for money for cigarettes and weed.
Oh, I know that, but
He doesn't even grift for money for rent or money for food. No, cigarettes and weed only.
has he ever had a job other than the one that I heard about for like a
For
week?
about a week. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. That's it. Yep.
That's the only one?
Yep.
And the other thing too about him is like I almost feel bad for him because I feel like he wouldn't be this way if it wasn't because of certain circumstances, you know?
No, I used to feel bad for him too. I used to. But the longer I know him and the longer I've seen what he does,
Yeah.
no, I can't feel sorry for him anymore. I'm sorry, because he does it all to himself. If he spurgs, if he decides to spurg, it's because of what he does, not anybody else. It's because he's lazy. It's because he won't go get a job. It's because he refuses to do anything for himself. He expects everybody else to do it for him.
Yeah. It's
So,
funny
no,
because
nothing.
I grew up with nothing, you know, and
The hell?
no, I grew.
Jessica was that's a big hell no. I don't pay rent, thank God.
I grew up with I was grateful for everything that I got. You know what I mean? Because I didn't have anything and I didn't expect anything. You know what I mean? Like
Me
I
too.
think he expects things.
Yep. He expects everybody else to take care of him.
Mm.
And that's just not the way life is. And he just doesn't seem to he doesn't understand life at all.
I watch videos pretty much on the daily of people getting murdered, criminals getting burned on tires in Nigeria, you know, like horrible, horrible things that are real. And a lot of people in this country, the way they talk and the way they bitch and moan about things, they don't understand what life is like in the rest of the world and how bad it could really
How
be.
good we have it.
Yeah, exactly.
We have it really good here.
Exactly.
We've even got freedoms where other countries don't.
I mean, some of these criminals that are getting executed on the street, who knows? They're probably guilty, but there may be the occasional guy that didn't do it.
Well, it's going to be somebody that gets caught in the crossfire too.
Yeah, yeah. It's ridiculous, you know. But people, the way they bitch and moan, like you'll go to a restaurant with somebody and they're complaining because they sat you in the wrong section of the restaurant or something, or you know, like
Those are Karens.
the napkin wasn't folded correctly. You know, it's like get the fuck out of here, you.
Yeah, that's a Karen. That's a
Yeah.
classic
Oh.
Karen.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's ridiculous. Holy crap. Holy crap, that's ridiculous. Like when I go out to a restaurant, I don't bitch and moan. I don't send my food back
No,
50 times. And I tip the waitress every time.
what do you do if the food's no good? What do you do?
That's not the waitress's fault.
No, but what do you do if the food's no good? What do you do?
I don't eat it. I just don't eat it. But I'm
Okay,
still going to tip the waitress.
but what do you do after the food's no good? And you tip the waitress. What do you do after that?
Leave, go home, not go back to that restaurant.
That's right. Do you sit there and fucking complain like an asshole
No.
the whole
No.
time? No,
I
exactly.
even tip Subway employees.
Yeah.
I tip McDonald's employees. I tip Burger King employees. I
Do you-
tip everybody that serves me food. They get a tip because
Do-
they
do you
didn't have
tip-
to do that.
Do you tip people that are standing on a ledge trying to commit suicide?
No. No.
No. What?
No. I might try to talk them down, but I will.
Oh, please, you said you tip everybody. You're a liar.
I tip everybody that serves me food. If they serve me food, they'll get a tip. Including food trucks, wherever, whoever serves me food, cooks and serves me food, I will tip them.
Yeah, well, you're a good person.
Well, yeah, I used to be a waitress, so I know what it feels like.
I used to be a busboy.
I mean, I've been there, done that. It sucks.
I used to be a busboy, and my whole paycheck was based on the tips that the waitresses gave us.
Yeah, because your wage was shit.
Absolutely, it was minimum wage or less.
Yep. So and whatever is, no matter what, if your food is bad, that still is not the waitress's fault.
Well, here's my
The waitress
philosophy.
didn't cook your food.
No, absolutely
The
not.
cook did. So
My-
she can't say, you know, well, I fixed your food. No, she didn't. She didn't fix the food. So she doesn't deserve to get shit on.
She's the messenger.
Yeah. That's it.
The thing with me is like, even if the food is bad, I will give the restaurant a second chance because I know that sometimes the food depends on who's
People have bad
working that
days.
day.
Yeah. People have bad days.
No, who's working that day. Sometimes the person working is the guy who or the girl who cooks it fantastic.
Hmm.
The next couple days, it's the other idiot who doesn't give a shit. you know?
Yeah. Yep. I agree.
And if you know, after that second or third time, if it's still bad, then you say, okay, maybe I shouldn't be going there anymore. But you don't give the waitress hell about it.
No, 'cause it's not her fault. She's
Right.
not the one that cooked it. So she's just bringing it to you. That's all.
She
And she's
carried
doing
it.
her job.
She carried it 25 feet. You know,
Yeah.
not even enough time to get acquainted.
This is true. This is absolutely true.
All right. Well, I'm going to make this your stream right now because I have to go downstairs and get another drink.
Well,
so
actually, no. I got my neighbor. I need to go talk to my neighbor because I need her.
The
I need
neighbor?
her. I need her to babysit my cat at during Pride, so I need to talk to her. So
Your crazy neighbor?
no, not my crazy one. She doesn't live here. She left. She doesn't live here anymore. So
Well, hey, thank you very much for coming. I appreciate that.
thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you for having me up. And then
Anytime.
I appreciate it. Donald Trump said that he eliminate income taxes for waitresses' tips. Yeah, sure. No politician is going to eliminate any tax. That's just bullshit. That's shit. That's Trump talking out his ass like he always does. So no, that's not going to happen. But anyway,
So you don't like Trump? Is that what you're trying to say?
I don't like politicians. Period. Because they lie. That's all they do is lie, including.
Well, what
Biden.
else are they supposed to do? They're useless otherwise.
Well, okay. I don't like any politicians. I don't like politics at all. It's stupid.
Everyone has their place in society, even liars.
Well, they have no place in my society. Let's put it that way. No place around me or anything. So fuck them. Fuck them. I don't care.
Yeah, me either. You know, it doesn't matter. It's a dog and pony show that we all are looking at while the real shenanigans go on behind the scenes. The shadow government, the people with money and power, the movers and shakers. They're the ones that are
Movers and shakers.
Yeah, you know what I mean. They're the ones that are making things happen, you know, behind our backs. And it doesn't
Sure.
matter who says what on the surface. It's always what's underneath.
Right. Okay. Well, I gotta go. I gotta get my neighbor before they take off. So
All right. Well, thank you.
thanks for having me up.
Anytime.
Bye. Bye, everybody. Bye, Jessica. Bye, Bob. Bye, Cheryl. And anybody else that just happened to be here. Bye.
Well, that's the end of the exciting part of this. So, plus I gotta go. I gotta give my bird his medicine. 17-year-old bird. He needs his medicine. So, thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Jessica, for coming here. I appreciate it very much. I hope you come back someday when it's even more exciting. Oh, thank you, Bob. I appreciate that. This is the first one that has actually been interesting. Good night, Cheryl. Thank you. Please come back if you get a chance. Subscribe or whatever you have to do to get notified. They're not all going to be as good as this, but thanks to Silver, it was a very good conversation, you know. And I'll probably see you on Silver's stream and on Jamie's stream. If you know who Jamie is, I'm sure you do. So thank you, everyone, and talk to you later. Good night.